Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Janelle Brown of Sister Wives explains what set off Garrison spiraling. Janelle Brown, star of Sister Wives, has finally revealed what sparked her son Garrison Brown's downward spiral. In March 2024, the son of Janelle and Kody Brown committed suicide, but the Brown family is now speaking out about that ominous time. So, what caused Garrison to slide into a deep hole? Read on for more information. Janelle Brown details Garrison spiraling. Fans of Sister Wives have been waiting for the Brown family to say that Garrison passed away. Over 20 episodes into season 19, viewers have had enough of the happy family life. They are well aware that Garrison died in March 2024, and do not understand why he has been virtually erased from the show. He is rarely talked about, and his pictures are blurry. Allegedly, that was what the Browns wanted, as it was too hard to deal with. Now, the timeline of the series has finally caught up to his death, and he is being honored. Garrison's mother, Janelle Brown, shared the story of learning he had died, and that her other son, Gabriel, had found him. She then went into greater detail about his personal issues and discovered that he was addicted to alcohol. He would stop, and then binge, which was Garrison's pattern. However, Janelle noted that he did not like the taste of alcohol and really only started to drink during COVID. Kody, his father, was also having a lot of problems at that time. No matter what Garrison and Gabriel did to lighten Kody up, it always backfired, mainly on them. Figuring out their way, Janelle Brown added that she and Garrison Brown were always in communication. She shared that they also tried to give him the resources to get better, but that did not work. We had offered him all the love, all the support, all the help, all the resources. It wasn't that he didn't have those things. I don't know what happened that night he did that. Because he has previously experienced nights similar to this one in which he would drink, fall asleep, and then go kind of radio silent, but he would return in the morning. I have no idea what took place this time. The Sister Wives family tried to reconcile how things got this bad, but again, he just spiraled after COVID. Sadly, it never got better, and his demons got to him. Additionally, Janelle was very open about his mental health issues, noting that he suffered from depression and anxiety. That was what he used alcohol to combat, but it only progressed. Regardless, Janelle believes that they did all that they could, and she reassured herself of this. Sister Wives, Janelle recalls what went wrong before Garrison left the world. He was struggling. In the most recent episode of Sister Wives, Janelle Brown made it clear that she could understand why her son Garrison was struggling before taking his own life. She was aware that Garrison, her middle child, was experiencing anxiety and depression. Janelle would make every effort to support her son and assist him in overcoming his challenges. In the recent episode, Janelle recalled how she found out that her son is no longer alive. The Sister Wives diva explained that at that moment, she became blank. She did not know how to react and what to believe in the situation. It was not easy for her as a mother to accept that her son is no longer alive. A year before, Garrison committed suicide. The youngster shot himself in his apartment with his revolver for reasons best known to him. The entire family is still in shock and grieves the loss of the departed soul. Sister Wives, Janelle shares special tribute for Garrison on his death anniversary. On Garrison's one-year death anniversary, Janelle shared a special tribute to honor Garrison. This latter individual committed suicide on March 5, 2024. On Instagram, Janelle shared a special memory of her son. She shared a picture of him sitting on a couch with his cat. I stay busy, but in every quiet moment, you are first and foremost in my thoughts, the Sister Wives star admitted. Janelle further added that it has been a year, and she still misses her son. Janelle Brown of Sister Wives reveals that she could sense that Garrison wasn't doing well. The Brown family had a difficult time coping with Garrison's death. At the young age of 25, the child committed suicide. Fans of Sister Wives do not yet know why exactly he committed suicide. His mother, Janelle, shared that she knew his son was suffering from anxiety and depression. At that time, she was traveling back to Flagstaff. However, she and her son were texting all day long. Because they talked at least 3 times a day, it wasn't unusual for them. In addition, Janelle explained that she always responded to Garrison's messages. She knew he was struggling, so she always picked up the phone and made it a point to talk to him. She simply sensed that for him to be at ease, a connection was necessary. Janelle revealed that Garrison had stopped returning her calls and texts on the day he committed suicide. She didn't think it was particularly alarming. She thought he was going through a phase because she knew he was drinking that day. There were days when Garrison was very good, but then he would just binge and spiral. It was just part of the cycle. Janelle explained that she laid in bed around 8:30 p.m. After that, she went to sleep, thinking that Garrison was in safe hands. She asked her other kids to reach out to Garrison as he was not responding. After a while, she received a call, and her son informed her that Gabriel had found Garrison. How Sister Wives handled Garrison Brown's suicide episode. Last year, the death of Garrison Brown shocked Sister Wives viewers. The majority of the children depicted on screen have been growing up for more than 10 years. Even though there was a significant disagreement within the family, nobody anticipated this outcome. Sunday's all-new episode showed the entire family opening up about their grief. Fans are now praising TLC and the Brown family for their approach to the episode. How did Garrison Brown die? Janelle Brown took to her confessional to share how Garrison passed away on March 5, 2024. Fans will recall that Kody Brown and Janelle both released a statement about their son. The Instagram post read, "Kody and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy Robert Garrison Brown. He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. His loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. Please respect our privacy and join us in remembering him, we ask." It was quickly revealed that Garrison had taken his own life and was found by his brother, Gabriel Brown. The 25-year-old shot himself in the head at his Flagstaff, Arizona, home. The autopsy report conducted by the Coconino County Medical Examiner confirmed his manner of death was ruled a suicide. The report also revealed that Garrison had ethanol intoxication. The Sister Wives star's blood alcohol level was 0.307%, while the legal limit in Arizona is 0.08%. Anything higher than 0.4% is thought to be potentially fatal. The family has discussed his struggles with depression and alcoholism in recent months. The Sister Wives family bands together. I knew this episode was going to be difficult, but I didn't realize the impact it would have on me and other fans. The episode started simple enough as the crew caught up with Mary Brown. While getting ready to film, Kody kept calling, which struck his first wife as odd. Finally, she answered, and cameras caught the devastating moment Kody revealed that his son had taken his own life. Janelle then appeared on screen, and I know everyone's heart broke in that moment. However, the mother of 6 spoke forcefully about the worst phone call she had ever received. She said Gabe called, he's like, "Mom, he's gone." "I mean, what do you mean?" "He said, he's dead. He killed himself." Janelle opened up more as she talked with her sister, Carrie. "He had anxiety and depression," Janelle explained, "and then he started drinking as a way to sort of soothe that. It became the animal he couldn't get a hold of." The openness that Janelle and the rest of the family embraced will probably save a life. Along with Janelle, multiple siblings spoke about Garrison. Gabe, Maddie Brown, and Michael T. Brown talked about how great their brother was and didn't hide the fact that he took his own life. It was brave and moving. And I was left in a puddle of tears. Kody Brown's grief consumes him. Say what you want about the polygamous patriarch, but the man lost a son. As he sat by a fire he had built, cameras recorded him remembering how much his son loved the flames. And he stewed on the what-ifs of life. What would happen if he had contacted Garrison? Would he still be here? He even mentioned that the COVID-19 feud felt so trivial now. Kody made a heartbreaking confession, expressing how much he was hurting to his 4th wife. "It wasn't supposed to be this way, you know what I'm saying? Robyn, I didn't get a chance to really just make things right. It's just heartbreaking, and I don't just not being able to say goodbye," cried the father of 18. "Everyone thinks there will be more time. Sadly, the latest Sister Wives episode reminds us that it isn't always the case. "I just don't know what to do with his death," Kody continued. "Because I could have spent more time with him, and I thought there would be more time. It seems like I need to change things up." The Browns should be extremely proud of their ability to openly discuss the hardship, even though the episode was beyond emotional. Mental health still holds a stigma, but hopefully, their devastation and willingness to address it can help save someone else. Thank you, Janelle, Kody, and the rest. We at Reality Tea are thinking of you and Garrison. Janelle Brown's recent revelations help paint a fuller picture of what Garrison had been struggling with in the years, months, and days leading up to his death. According to her, his battle with anxiety and depression began to take a serious toll on him during the COVID-19 pandemic. It was a global crisis that isolated families and forced millions into mental health spirals, but for Garrison, the situation was further compounded by the emotional distance and friction within his own home. The pandemic not only introduced new challenges into Garrison's life, it also magnified old ones. His relationship with his father, Kody Brown, had long been complicated, but the pandemic created a powder keg of tension within the Brown household. Garrison and his brother Gabriel found themselves increasingly alienated as Kody implemented strict rules in the name of COVID safety, rules that disproportionately affected some children while appearing to coddle others, particularly those living with Robyn Brown, Kody's fourth wife. Garrison, who had always been spirited and independent, clashed with his father's inconsistencies. What began as arguments over pandemic guidelines morphed into emotional estrangement. The disconnection from Kody deeply wounded Garrison, who had once idolized his father. The more Kody withdrew from his sons, the more they felt abandoned. This fracturing of the father-son bond was one of the earliest and most significant triggers in Garrison's downward spiral, according to Janelle. The weight of rejection and the need for paternal approval. Kody Brown's favoritism, or at least perceived favoritism, has been a central theme in the Sister Wives narrative for years. While Robyn and her children seemed to receive the lion's share of his attention and protection, Janelle and her kids were often left to fend for themselves emotionally. Garrison's desperate need for validation from his father, and his father's apparent inability or unwillingness to offer it, created an emotional void. According to Janelle, Garrison tried various ways to win back his father's affection. She revealed that both Garrison and Gabriel would attempt to make their dad laugh or lighten his mood, only to have their efforts backfire. These attempts to bridge the emotional chasm were often met with scorn or indifference. This rejection was more than just disappointing, it was devastating. For a young man battling internal demons, the rejection from one of the most important figures in his life only deepened the darkness. The alcohol struggle, coping in the only way he knew. As Janelle bravely revealed, Garrison began to turn to alcohol during the height of the COVID-19 lockdown. Interestingly, she noted that he didn't even like the taste of it. His drinking wasn't about enjoyment, it was about escape. It was a numbing mechanism, a way to drown out the pain, silence the anxiety, and momentarily forget the pressures and heartbreak that weighed so heavily on him. Garrison didn't drink regularly, Janelle explained, but when he did, it was often in large, dangerous amounts. This pattern of binge drinking worried his family, and they tried to intervene. They offered love, support, therapy resources, and check-ins. Still, as anyone familiar with addiction and mental health struggles knows, no amount of external help can replace internal healing, and for Garrison, that healing never came. Janelle said something chilling yet honest, that Garrison had nights like the one when he passed, nights where he would drink too much, shut off his phone, and go radio silent. Normally, he'd reappear in the morning, perhaps ashamed or regretful, but alive. This time, however, was different. And the family still doesn't fully understand what changed. The devastating discovery. One of the most heartbreaking revelations from Janelle was how the news of Garrison's death came to her. It was not a phone call from an official or even a family member. It was Gabriel, her other son, who discovered Garrison's body. That image, that trauma, will forever haunt the Brown family. Janelle's composure as she recounted this memory is a testament to her strength as a mother, but no parent should ever have to speak those words. No sibling should be forced to find their brother in such a state. The emotional toll on Gabriel, too, must be immeasurable. This revelation also reintroduces the issue of emotional